Paterno's got more than 400 wins under his belt.
President Obama visited Happy Valley yesterday, and it wasn't just to congratulate Joe Pa on his winning record. The Center County Report starts now.
Welcome to the Center County Report. I'm Brittany Boyer.
And I'm Michael Steele. President Obama was in town yesterday, and I understand, Brittany, you were actually out at the airport as he landed.
Yeah, it was a great experience being able to report and cover President Barack Obama stepping foot off of Air Force One down here in University Park.
And if I'm not mistaken, he landed on a plane that's not the typical plane that he usually arrives in.
Yes, he arrived on a Boeing 757, a little bit smaller than his normal plane just because University Park is such a small airport.
Well, President Obama received a warm Nittany Lion welcome yesterday. Reporter Allison Hedges was there to witness the president's visit.
Now, Penn State is a place that knows a little bit about playing to win. Last I counted, Coach Paterno's got more than 400 wins under his belt.
Regardless of his impressive list of wins, Joe Pa still had to get scanned by security when attending President Obama's speech on Thursday morning. He was one of 2,500 students, staff, and invited guests who poured into Rec Hall to hear the president's words on innovation in the form of clean energy. Students who were fortunate enough to get tickets to the event stood outside in anticipation for the president's arrival. At 11:30 a.m., the president arrived at the University Park Airport. He came to recognize Penn State researchers who are leading the creation of the Energy Innovation Hub in Philadelphia. He admits that saving power may not be the most exciting thing.
That may not sound too sexy until, energy efficient buildings.
But he didn't travel all the way to Center County in a snowstorm for nothing.
Making our buildings more energy efficient is one of the fastest, easiest, and cheapest ways to save money, combat pollution, and create jobs right here in the United States of America. And that's what we're going to do.
After his 15-minute speech, some students felt the impact of the president's message about innovation.
I think that every student that was there was just inspired to go out and study more and work a little bit harder and really innovate.
While others were just thrilled to see him.
He looked up at our balcony and we were all like, oh my God!
In University Park, this is Allison Hedges for the Center County Report.
While Obama was inside speaking about energy, protesters were outside using their own energy to voice their opinions about his policies.
Pennsylvania State students need jobs. They don't need more programs that don't work.
Members of Penn State's Young Americans for Freedom Club protested in front of the Lion Shrine during President Obama's speech.
Conservative organization, and we're here because we think the energy policies of this administration are elitist. They don't favor the people of the United States.
The protesters were eager to share their message, but remained peaceful.
We'd really like to see some more grassroots energy policies that work to make energy more affordable rather than just trying to make it green.
President Obama wants to build more energy-efficient buildings, which he says will create jobs, but the YAF believes that only 1 in 10 green jobs is permanent.
Some Penn State students were afraid Obama wasn't going to make it to Happy Valley this week. State College Airport was hit hard by snow, freezing rain, and ice on Wednesday. The runways were covered and planes coated with snow. These poor conditions left many uncertain whether the president would be able to make his venture to State College. The airport did its best to keep the runways clear, planes unfrosted, and everything up and running. Though the bad weather did delay the arrival of President Barack Obama by a day, he still made it to Penn State.
2 years ago, candidate Obama galvanized people who felt underrepresented in politics. But how are these people feeling today?
It's very inspiring to me as a young Latina to see Barack Obama, who's a person of color, as the president of the U.S., but I think we want to see more.
And we did see more with the visit of President Obama to Penn State. The event brought people of all backgrounds together at Rec Hall who shared mixed feelings about his presidency.
I am very optimistic about this country and all the plan that the president has for us. And of course, as a proud Mexican living in the U.S., I am double proud.
We still need to work on a lot of situations, but this is definitely a positive step in an African-American president.
Although everyone was excited for the presidential speech, some students expressed their concerns for the Latino community under the current administration.
You see what happened in Arizona multiplying itself on all these different scales in cities and states, and it looks very grim.
The Latino community believes a change in his agenda is crucial. Significant measures are wanted in order for Latinos to think Obama has been successful.
We need to move forward with immigration reform. I think in a lot of ways we think it's dead. That the DREAM Act failed, that was crushing. That was very crushing to the Latino community.
As promised during his campaign, Obama is bringing change. But to some, it's just not fast enough.
The major indicator that has minorities feeling uneasy with Obama's progress in the White House are the unemployment rates that have actually worsened since he's been in office. This morning, we received the latest unemployment rates for this quarter. Blacks in 2008 were at 10.1%, and today, 15.7%. Latinos were at 7.6% and now 11.9%. Whites in 2008 were at 5.2% and today are at 8%. I'm Jessica Reyes reporting for the Center County Report.
Earlier this week, Penn State gave away 1,000 free tickets to see President Obama. I caught up with some of these students who waited in line for hours.
Excited! I want to shake his hand so bad, or hug him, whatever.
A golden ticket was all Toby Quadri and Allie Moyer won it on Tuesday. A chance to see President Barack Obama had thousands of Penn State students and staff wrapping around the hub earlier this week.
It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, how many other students across the world can say, yeah, I saw Obama talk at our school, and we get to have all these experiences all the time. For free.
Jill Hunt was so excited, she got there first.
I got a Penn State Newswire email at about 9:10 last night and gathered a few things and ran up here. I've been here since 9:30.
Forget about Paternoville. Tuesday was all about Obamaville. Those lucky enough to snag a ticket couldn't help but be excited.
This is absolutely fantastic. Maybe I should be in the same room as the President of the United States. This is fantastic. It's great.
It's unbelievable to know that you're going to be in the same room as the President of the United States. Like, whether you like him or not, it's just unbelievable.
Oh, it's great. Like, it really is. Like, I feel like it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I'm actually one of those lucky people that's going to get a chance to go see him. And some guy was actually offering to, like, pay me some money to get in line. I'm like, no, this is priceless, so I got it.
But for those who didn't get a ticket, the first person to just miss out on a ticket was in for a surprise.
Oh, man. Are you the last person who didn't get one?
Yeah. First person to not get one. Are you serious? Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I have to not get this now.
Wow, Brittany, the energy in that room must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing to be there and experience and see how many students and staff and faculty were so excited to see President Obama here at University Park.
Especially that last kid that was the one to get the final ticket. Late Christmas present. Our reporter, Anna Stefano, caught up with people before and after the president's speech.
Ticket holders shivered in line yesterday morning waiting for President Obama to arrive.
I think people were out here around 7 o'clock this morning, so that was a little shocking, especially because it's been so cold.
Doors opened a little after 9. Then guests underwent airport-style security before entering the auditorium.
There were at least 27-30 Secret Service everywhere, and people would see, and it was quite interesting. It was quite an event. It made it even more. I think it even made it even more prestigious.
Some people walked out of the speech completely starstruck.
It was incredible. Unbelievable.
It was incredible.
Unbelievable. That man is handsome.
In University Park for the Center County Report, I'm Anna Stefano.
Supporters and protesters of longtime Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak are going head-to-head over the future of his reign and that of the Egyptian government. Huge crowds continue to take the streets today in several Egyptian cities, including Cairo. Our latest information shows just under 1,000 people injured since the chaos began nearly 2 weeks ago. The protests do not seem to be letting up. though today the pro-government supporters were not protesting against anti-government groups in Tahrir Square. They gathered at a mosque for what they called a day of loyalty. Anti-government protesters are calling today a day of farewell. Egypt is experiencing a division, changes of government, and an outcry for help. Our reporter Arielle Soriente is here in the studio with us. How is Centre County reacting to the situation in Egypt?
Well, Brittany, though the chaos in Cairo is happening thousands of miles away, residents here in Centre County are still responding.
And we're just showing that if we're standing here in the cold, we're giving them strength and support to stay strong and keep fighting until whatever justice they get will happen soon.
Coming up next, we'll see how a group of people rallied to show their support for those in Egypt.